Today's feeds gave us one of those moments that remind you why the live feeds are so much fun. The Black Tank crew had the entire house dancing. They were in matching tank tops and sunglasses. It was hilarious to watch. But once the music stopped, the strategy kept rolling. We got new alliances, shifting targets, and a few conversations that could matter a lot later. Hey everybody, my name is Danielle and this is Chatter Out Loud. I love chatting about Big Brother, and during the season that means digging into the live feeds. The televised episodes are edited to tell a story, but the feeds give us a chance to see the strategy unfold in real time. So let's talk about what stood out today, what it could mean for everyone's game, and a few things I'll be keeping my eye on. And if you want to keep up with my live feed updates, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. I plan to chat about Big Brother Season 28 all season long. Okay, current standing and positions of power this week. Rome, Chuck with no C, and Jason all have safety for the week. Dee is the first head of household of the season. She nominated Mallory, Taylor, and Yash. Mallory won the power of veto, took herself off, and Dee replaced Mallory with Ashley. Since the last live feeds update, Alliance alert, the hot tub crew. I saw Drew and Mallory talking. I don't know the other members of the Alliance nor who they are targeting quite yet. Since Mallory is in it, I know they'll target Dee and Devins for sure. Melody and Lyric solidified their duo alliance. When I first saw them in the storage room, they were thinking of a name. Initially, I thought the Harmony or Double Tempo because of their names, Melody and Lyric, right? It deals with music. Later on, I saw that they settled on the name Harmony Hotties. Their plan is to have a core alliance with Drew, Jason, Rome, and Barrett, and then have outside allies. They are initially targeting Dee, Angela, Devins, which I think is the right aim. And if this works, I'll stand corrected with Melody because she's driving this whole alliance. And if she is successful in getting this off the ground, it'll make for good gameplay. Dee is positioned very well in the house. Jason approached her for an alliance, and I think they're calling themselves Cafe Leche. Yeah, that's cute. Speaking of Dee, Dee gave us a little bit of cam talk. We learned that Devins is her number one, then Angela, then Barrett. Her real alliance is in the crossovers with Devins, Angela, Drew, and Barrett. And out of that alliance, she trusts Drew the least. She has faux alliances or allegiances with Haley, Kamu, and Chuck with no C. She has allegiances all over the house in this first week. She's in a really good spot. On yesterday's episode, the Sunday night episode, we saw Jason struggling to acclimate to the house. He even said that he'd never been around so many straight people. And that may explain why we didn't see him much on the feeds after that first night. But now he's found his footing. Jason is locked in on Angela, Dee, and Devins. He's told Drew, he's told Lyric, he even told Angela that he's targeting Devins just to see if she goes and tells him. And she did. Devins immediately came to hang out with Jason after that and talk game. And this was just proof that Jason, or proof to Jason that Angela and Devins were working together. Jason is playing really hard right now. But his reasoning is pretty simple. The vets have already had their shot on the shows. On the other shows, Survivor and Angela's played Big Brother before. And he wants the new players to have their opportunity, whether that's making a name for themselves or even winning America's favorite player, right? And honestly, I'm not mad at him for feeling that way or having that strategy in the house. If I'm in that house, the returning players are my biggest threat, right? And they would be my targets. One of them have one survivor. Another one is one of the Survivor's most recognizable players and his chaos and the way he plays. And Angela has already had the Big Brother experience. I'd be asking, why aren't more people targeting these three icons, right? It almost feels like some of the house guests are either starstruck or intimidated, or there's something there that's preventing them from doing that. The one thing I keep coming back to, though, is Jason came from RuPaul's Drag Race, which is also a competition reality show. So is there a little irony there? But what I did see later on in the feeds, when they were talking, they actually talked to Jason about RuPaul's Drag Race. They know he's a drag queen, but he hasn't let them know that he was on the show. He says he only applied 6 times. So I just found that interesting. Nevertheless, Jason is gunning for the 3 icons. Lala wanting to go after Angela isn't a surprise to us as viewers. Angela just didn't know it yet. She learned that Haley stoked the flames with the Angela versus Lala for quote unquote good TV. This is driving Angela to panic. It's driving her nuts, really. And Devins had to calm her down today. We saw that Angela's energy noticeably shifted. She even said, well, she's playing the game. And in my opinion, I just think this is just more ammunition for the BB28 Angela to surface. Taylor and Lala had a conversation about hair being left in the shower. I completely understood where they were coming from. For me, I think it's partly cultural, and I see it at the gym all the time. Picking up your hair when you're done, it just feels like common courtesy. And that's all I'll say. But I enjoyed the conversation. I thought it was funny. Yash has been gaming nonstop all day, all night. He's campaigning, strategizing, laying the groundwork for future alliances. If he survives this week, I'm really interested to see how his game develops. He's already had conversation with Devins. He's built connections and had conversations with Angela and Dee. I like that he's fighting for his spot instead of just giving up. I can appreciate someone who's here to play Big Brother, and we definitely see this in Yash tonight. But as of right now, if he doesn't win the blockbuster, most likely he's going home. Oh yeah, in my last live feeds update, I completely left out Lala's birthday basket. I had her in the thumbnail and everything. So we should expect a party and a celebration soon. I believe her birthday is tomorrow on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll see this celebration before the first eviction, but I'll just revisit it then. And finally, the Black Tank crew. Barrett and Drew were out there tossing beanbags as they normally do. They were intentionally dressing alike in black tank tops and denim shirts and sunglasses. Then we see Yash show up in the same outfit, then Kamu, then all of the guys, and then next all of the girls. All of them were in blank tank tops or black shirts and denim shorts and sunglasses. I miss what exactly started it, aside from watching Barrett and Drew doing the beanbag toss and them, and people taking notice that they intentionally dressed alike. But then the whole house was dressed alike, and it just had me chuckling. I kept waiting for them to break into a skit or something, and lo and behold, it turned into this campy kind of dance off and having fun and playing games. It was pretty cute, and I actually laughed. I suppose it was one of those moments where they were just bored in the house and just trying to find something to do. My guess is that they're doing it for the diary room, or maybe to have a TV edit, right? Either way, it was a fun little moment on the feeds. I appreciated it. Thank you, house guests. I thought it was pretty cool. All right. And that's all I have. I'll be back with another Live Feeds update, probably on Friday after we learn who the new head of household is. And so now I want to hear from you. Do you think Dee made the right move nominating Ashley? Who do you think will be evicted this week? And who do you want to win the next HOH? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. All right, you guys, my voice is going. Oh my goodness. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.